Hello and welcome to the Devil's Cyborg podcast. What am I doing on introductions? I don't know. But it is... I'm actually recording this on the day you're about to hear this, which is very odd for a podcast recording. But you know what? Should be fun. Should be alright. And I've actually watched everything except for NXT this week, so maybe it should be good, yeah. So yeah, let's kick straight in with this, yeah. Oh, Jesus, I'm kind of out of breath. It's really sunny today, really hot, and I'm kind of sweating in my room. So, let's talk week in the life of Ted. If my microphone wouldn't like to be a dick, that'd be great. So, this week, last weekend, I went back to my family home, to celebrate Mother's Day. I got to see my girlfriend. Mother's Day was really nice. I had a burrito that day. It was a very, very, very good burrito. It was really nice just to go home, to relax, to sleep in a double bed. That's always a fun point. Yeah, it was really good just to see some familiar faces again. Of course, being at university, it does get lonesome sometimes, so it's kind of about holding out and waiting until you can actually get home. Of course, Easter's coming up soon, which means I'll be able to see my family once again. I'll be able to do more of them. It should be really, really good. And I really can't wait. And it's quite fun as well because WrestleMania is the last day of that half-term holiday. So whoopsie doodle dee. Whoopsie. But luckily, everything is quite lovely-dovely, because my university is still in industrial action, strikes and stuff, which means that I still don't have to go to certain lectures, which is lovely, because I get to relax quite a bit. The only problem is that I am losing some of my education from it, and maybe get a refund, I don't know. Basically, there was this deadline due in today, and it's a fucking arsehole of a question. It's one arsehole of an assignment. One of the questions is basically estimate the amount of memory it would take to record both the sounds you hear and the stuff you see of your lifetime. Basically, how much memory would it take, like computer-wise? And it just makes you think, why? Pretty much why. But other than that, it's good because due to industrial action and a big demo that's happening today at the university, I haven't even checked out to see what's happening, but due to a big demonstration, all deadlines for today has been pushed to next Monday, which is a godsend for me because I'm still procrastinating it, but it means I've got a bit more time to work on it, especially because some of them required lab work, which I had to go down to the labs for, and everything is just a bit but other than that, it's all been good. Been chilling around everywhere. Nothing too major has happened except from getting Domino's on Tuesday. I mean, Domino's is always a treat and it's always a highlight of the week, so. But I think let's kick into some wrestling, as we normally do on the podcast. And of course, last weekend was Fastlane, WWE Fastlane, the SmackDown branded Fastlane, and I watched all of it on the day after. I've started to not watch pay-per-views on the day anymore. I've started to actually care for my sleep. I mean, I say that up until 5 a.m. for the Oscars, but you know, we'll see. And of course, I made some predictions on the last podcast for WWE Fastlane, so we're going to look at that and kind of see how it kind of went. So, of course, I thought AJ Styles was going to win the main event and retain the WWE Championship, and of course, that stayed the same. I enjoyed this match quite a bit. The Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn interferences by Shane McMahon were pretty good. I popped a bit for it. John Cena's whole attitude adjustment rampage at the start and also push away the camera is very nice. Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin both played their parts perfectly, and AJ Styles just pretty good as normal. So it was a really good six-pack challenge. Not spectacular, but it worked where it should have worked, which was really good. Charlotte Flair versus Ruby Riott. It was an average match. It was an average match. I didn't get much out of it, as maybe I should have. There were some good moves by Charlotte, but in the end, with the managers on either side and everything, it just kind of descended to, oh, it's the six-woman thing again, kind of thing. Uh, it was an okay match, but I wouldn't cry till the cows come home about it. But before that, Usos versus New Day, I thought the Usos were going to win. Technically, I couldn't have predicted this. Of course, it ended in a no contest after the Bludgeon Brothers came out and just started wailing on everyone and maybe legitimately injured Xavier Woods. Ended on SmackDown this week with a tag with Big E and Jimmy Uso. I hope. It was Jimmy Uso, yeah. Versus the Bludgeon Brothers. Bludgeon Brothers still won, and it's good that they're kind of putting up to a big kind of crescendo with the Bludgeon Brothers. They're definitely putting them over and everything. But yeah, it was a good classic. They were stealing each other's moves. I wish it could have been like a big match, like something really good. But unfortunately, of course, we got no contest. And hope maybe it might be a triple threat at Mania. Who knows? The Bobby Roode versus Randy Orton. I thought Bobby Roode was going to retain. I'm pretty sure I thought Bobby Roode was going to retain. And I was pleasantly surprised and happy with this result. Randy Orton now Grand Slam champion, WWE United States champion, and it looks like it may be a triple threat at WrestleMania between Orton, Roode, and Mahal. Yeah, it is what it is. Randy Orton, I think, will make a good United States champion when you're getting older into the end of your career. United States Championship is a good place. John Cena had it and made it perfect. Randy Orton could really do wonders for this United States Championship. And there were two matches on the main show which weren't announced by the time I recorded the last podcast. However, I'll discuss them now. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev was a pretty good match. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Rusev got a lot of what's the word? Offense in. Shinsuke Nakamura very charismatic. It was a very good match between the two. Definitely raised Rusev's stock, but of course Shinsuke won, and it's now AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania, or should I say Shinsuke Snickers Nakamura. Just lovely. And Natalya and Carmella versus Becky Lynch and Naomi. Just skip it. If it's tag team woman action, it regularly is just skip. Carmella and Natalya got the win after Natalya. Was it Naomi or Becky? One of them got distracted by the Money in the Bank briefcase, and then Carmella hit her finish, and it was all good. But nothing really to cry to the cows come home about. It was a fairly good one. The things I would suggest for you to watch are the first match in the main event. Maybe Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode. And if you want to see a beating, just watch the tag team match. Matches to avoid are probably the women's matches, which make me sound really misogynistic, but it just didn't do anything for me. I've seen better women's matches this year. And we're in March, so that says something. So yeah, that wasn't all good. But we did, of course, have Monday Night Raw following night, and well, hey, Ronda Rousey wasn't there, which is quite bad because they had set out a press release beforehand saying, "Oh yeah, they're gonna she's gonna be here for every of the things. Don't you worry about it. It's gonna be great." Except from the fact that they didn't have her on this one. It says that it was because of it was because she was doing the Ellen show, I think it was. which is on the West Coast, and they're on the East Coast, or Middle East, not Middle East, Center East, whatever, mid Southeast, whatever. I'm really bad at this. I'm really bad at this. But basically, she couldn't be there, so it's all yeah. But the show started off with Roman Reigns doing a cheeky little promo on, oh yeah, Brock's not here again, and then basically confronted Vince McMahon, and got suspended. Woohoo! Which means Roman Reigns isn't going to be on our TV unless next week he comes out and it's like, yo, Vince, I'm the big dog and you can't tell me what to do, ooh, and all that stuff. I could see that happening, honestly. But yeah, a good little segment. Shane McMahon was backstage, which just fueled more fun into the whole segment. They're pushing Roman quite well. I'm not sure, but there are still doubts. Big thing. John Cena asked the Undertaker for one more match. Drank a bit of beer, hang around with the crowd, do some chants, then did a really good promo. Like one of the best promos I've seen this year. Outing the Undertaker about it all. And I think I'd be happy for this to happen. The match won't be great, but the build-up should be really good. I mean, we've got how many days now? A certain amount of days until it actually happens, so it should be really fun build-up. I'm impressed by the promo, and I think it was really good. Braun Strowman won a tag team battle royale. Not a tag team. Braun Strowman won the number one contendership to the Raw Tag Team Championships, which it's odd because I would like to see Braun Strowman as the single tag team champion, but then again, I would also like to see Braun Strowman with like a jobber of sorts winning it. A lot of people said Braun Strowman, James Ellsworth, Braun Strowman, Kurt Hawkins. It would have been great. They could do Braun Strowman and Elias, which would be really nice. Symphony of Destruction and all that. Yeah, it was really good. The announcement of not the announcement of the really controversial thing, but the announcement of what's happening next week on Raw, the Ultimate Deletion. We are finally getting a bit of Hardy on Raw, and I don't know how it will be. I think it might be good if they do it how TNA did it, and Jeremy Borash was on the set, so it seems likely. Then it could be really fun and eye-opening for a lot of the casual audience. If it's like if it's like the House of Horrors, oh, I don't know. Let's talk about the other announcement. Well, hey, WWE have named the female battle royale, which will be partnered with the Armbar this year, the Fabulous Moolah Memorial Battle Royal, which is really bad. Memorializing a pimp at that, as the leader of the women's division. It's not good. I mean, sure, she had like 20,500 days of women's title reigns between her, but what she did is indescribable. Cutting pay for her workers in her training, selling them to men. It's not good. It's very not good. But it's bad. They've got the Warrior as a humanitarian award. Oh, just saying that makes me sick. In honesty, if they're doing this, just put the Benoit in the Hall of Fame and just wrap it all up. Like, come on, Jesus. But that was basically Raw. But SmackDown took a bit of a different turn to Raw. Raw going quite flashy with all their stuff. SmackDown, on the other hand, did it a bit different. So it started off with AJ Styles AJ Styles in the ring doing a little promo. It was very nice, very nice. People chanting, "You deserved it, you deserve it." He said he earned it. We heard that again on 205 Live, which is fucking hilarious. Poor Cedric Alexander. But either way, it was very good. Shinsuke Nakamura came out in his charismatic way, just went, "Need to face, I beat you at WrestleMania, I become champion," and all that. And yeah, it was a good opener. It was a good opener, especially with the lack of Shane. That was always very, very nice. AJ cut a really good promo. Not as good as Cena's promo on Raw, but it was good nonetheless. And it ended with Rusev coming out for his match against AJ, where it was a good match. It was quite a good match. I remember watching this live. It was a good match between the two, and it ended in interference. Disqualification by interference when Aiden English attacked AJ Styles. Shinsuke Nakamura then fought off Rusev and Aiden, showing there's a sign of respect between both Styles and Nakamura, which is quite nice to see. Normally, if it was a face versus face, one of them would turn heel, but it's nice to see there's a bit of respect between the two. Of course, I talked about the tag team match, Bludgeon Brothers vs. Uso and E. Charlotte Flair and Asuka went face to face. Charlotte Flair kind of brought up how monumental this is, the Queen versus Empress and all that. Asuka made her little points. It does hamper that she can't speak much English, and maybe this was not as good as Styles vs. Nakamura's promo earlier, but it was a good one. Charlotte just sounded like she was listing off a lot of things that they wanted on the video promo, in honesty. Like iron sharpens iron and all that stuff. But it was good. Could have been better though. Randy Orton came out, said about how he was so proud about being Grand Slam champion. It was a list he cared about and all that. It was very nice. A little thing from Randy. Bobby Roode came out and said, "Look, I'm gonna cash in my rematch at WrestleMania, and that's final." And then Jinder Mahal came out and was basically like, "I'd like to congratulate Randy on his victory at Fastlane, but top 10 list, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to face Bobby Roode, and if I beat him, then I get..." or something like that. It wasn't fun. Jinder Mahal then beat Bobby Roode with a little help from Sunil Singh, which means we probably are seeing the Triple Threat at Mania. Carmella defeated Naomi, which I didn't watch that match. I don't think I watched that match, at least. Whatever it was, then... oh no, they had a little Twitter beef, so that was the way Carmella feud start. But yeah, and so forth. And then Shane McMahon brought out Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, said they were going to have a match against each other at Mania. And then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn beat the hell out of Shane McMahon and left him looking like a grape, in honesty, at the backstage. The sound he made was just beautiful. But yeah, good little ending, especially how Sami Zayn attacked him. I've seen edits already of the JoJo to be continued with that little attack by Sami. Very, very good. It was a good SmackDown show. Very good. Good start, good end. I think the only thing not really good about that is Carmella defeating Naomi. So very, and it was a high rating one as well, which is really good. So yeah, that's all to do with wrestling, which has happened. I mean, 205 Live happened, and of course, Cedric Alexander beat Roderick Strong. A rope break for the lumbar check and a rope break for the end of Heartache. Can we fix this? Yes, we can. Ooh. Okay, cool. It was a good little match. I'm looking forward to Drew Gulak vs Mustafa Ali now, because we know it's Cedric Alexander. Oh, okay. My microphone is deciding to be a dick today. Now we know that it's Cedric Alexander in the final Mania. We know now that it should be a very, very cheeky match, in honesty. Either Drew Gulak or Mustafa Ali. I would like Mustafa Ali to get to the final, but it hurts me that it has to be versus Cedric. And Drew Gulak would be great because he's one of my favorites. So yeah, it's very good. Either way. So asking people online to send me questions through Sarah. I will be putting the link to the Sarah into the description below, so if you do want to submit the Q&A in the next episode, then please feel free. Oh Jesus, that was a bad one. Oh, okay, we fixed it again, nice. Lovely! 21 minutes in, we're still having problems. So I had 3 questions coming out from the Q&A. A lot of them, another one was very memey. Am I pregnant? Am I pregnant? There was 3 messages, a lot of that. But I had 3 questions which I picked out from there, and I'm going to go through them now. First question is, do you think the Ultimate Deletion will live up to the hype, or is it just going to be another House of Horrors? With the Ultimate Deletion, I'm hoping it lives up to the hype, because they've got Jeremy Borash on the set, they're bringing in the Hardy compound and the cast of it. I hope it's not another House of Horrors. If it plays up to how TNA did them, then hopefully it lives up to the hype. I'm optimistic about this one, and hopefully it doesn't fuck up. The next question is, if you won $1 million, what would be the first thing you'd buy? In honesty, I'd just pay the rent for my for my house next year for uni. That would probably be nice. Next thing after that is probably food. Maybe a bit of my alcohol, I'm not sure. I'd probably buy some games with it as well. Actually, no, I know what I'd buy straight away. I'd buy a new microphone for my PC, and that'd be great. Yeah, if I can buy a new microphone, that'd be fucking lovely. So I don't have crackling every 5 seconds. Yeah, $1 million just be nice right now for financial security and shit. But a microphone is the realistic thing I'd like. That and VR set. If I could get a VR set up soon, that'd be great. And the last one, which people who listen to this often, you may know who asked this question if you're a very big fan. Of the original 151 Pokemon, which one would you like to have crazy monster sex with? I'm going to have to quickly check up the 151 Pokemon just to double check. Let's see if we can get a big picture of it. There it is. Okay. So. Oh, no. Never mind. We've hit a crossroads with this. Ah, there's a good one. Come on, give it to me. Thought it'd give me all of them, but it hasn't. That's annoying. Ah, there it is. Okay. Which one would I like crazy monster sex with? I'm doing this question now. Jesus. I mean, the go-to answer is always Snorlax, because, like, you get a bit of an exercise out of that. Then again, Onyx kind of looks like he could be some good, like, anal beads, and now I'm going to stop because I feel like I've gone way too far with this. So either Snorlax, Onyx, or maybe, is it Machamp? Let me double check. Machamp? Yeah, Machamp, yeah. Machamp, definitely. Yeah, that's what I do. To round this off, let's go through some of the games I've been playing recently. I have been playing a bit of Fire Pro Wrestling World. I've been playing that with some guys on the Fantasy Bookers Discord. They're great guys, and yeah, I'm playing about. I haven't won a match yet online. There's a bit of a lag to it. I'm gonna blame on the lag, but hopefully one day I get a win on there. That'll be very nice to have. I've been playing a bit of Total Extreme Wrestling 2016, but instead of actually booking stuff, I've been simulating saves. One I've done recently is it starts in 2005, and basically I sim it from there. I'm up to September. I'm up to October 2010, and TNA, All Japan Pro Wrestling, Combat Zone Wrestling, they're all dead. They're just all dead. So yeah, not very good, but you know, it happens. Everything happens. Actually, wait a minute. I could actually just check a couple of news for all years. Let's see. Let's see who's gone out of business on this so far. Oh, PWG went out of business. Shikara went out of business. Big Mouth Loud, 01 Max. Just a lot of fucking people went out of business. Wrestling Society X, if you remember that. I've been playing a bit of that, and I've also been playing a bit of WWE 18 as well. Just playing around with that, getting practice in for it, in case I ever play it again with friends. If the online ever works, that is. So yeah, I don't know what to do for the rest of these 3 minutes. Maybe if I go to something. Actually, let me quickly go onto 95 degrees, and I'm just gonna put "Ask me a question." We're doing some live questions. Oh no, that's "Ask Em a question." Jeez. Ask me a question. There we go. The last message was a minute ago, so maybe, just maybe, we can get something. But yeah, WrestleMania coming up in a certain amount of days. I think it's 16 plus 8 is... 16 plus 8, what is that? Oh, 24, that's it, 24. 24 days until WrestleMania. I can't wait for it. I'm probably going to stay up for it. Hopefully Strike's still going on, so I actually can sleep in. But yeah, WrestleMania should be really fun. Just a fun event. I'm going to make sure to voice chat with some people. And I really can't wait. It should be really good. And yeah. I don't know how to fill these names. Fill this time, really. But who knows. Oh. I think I'm about to get a question right now. Hopefully this makes it very easy. Come on. Ooh. And he stopped typing, that's lovely. Oh wait, no, he's typing again. Come on, come on, come on. Sorry for this lull in the conversation. I don't really know what to talk about. You know what? I'm going to advertise something right now. My Twitter is in the description, and what I'd also suggest for you is listen to the 95 Degrees podcast. It should be releasing either tomorrow or in the weekend. It's a really good podcast. I'm on it as well. It's a very fun community thing. It's really great, and I suggest you watch it. I'll put a link in the description to the channel, and I'm hoping you like it. The question which I just received is, who is my waifu? Probably my girlfriend. It's a boring question, a boring answer, but yeah, she's my waifu. But I think I'll end this here now. Yeah, actually, wow, 30 seconds to go. That is boss. So yeah, thank you for listening to the Devil's Cyborg podcast, episode 15. Episode 16 will be out next Thursday, and I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. But in the meantime, stay classy, stay cool, and stay away from me. Please, just stay away. Thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.